One, and we live. All right, all right. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Kol Haloyim, Yahweh, Hashem, Shai, Bahashem, Shak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aqua that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson is edifying. Got the brother Shuab. I said brother Shuab. I got myself obviously in here. I got my brothers Ashamath and Nahar. And we're gonna go into Amerikkkans Are Uncomfortable. All right. And basically I was just meditating on that line, because if you really think about it, America is uncomfortable right now. Very uncomfortable. And the reason they are uncomfortable is because we're bringing out this word, man. This word right now literally is cutting the masses right now. We are speaking a lot of things into existence. All right. And, at the end of the day, all this is just prophecy that's going to be, coming down on these people. But by us speaking this word and bringing it out through the spirit of power and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, people are hurt. And, they can't stand what's going on right now. All these things are coming to life. And, just like it tells you in Ezekiel 33 and 33, when all these things come to pass, then they shall know that a prophet was among them, and they've been, basically scoffing and mocking us for a long time, starting with the elders and apostles on the way down. Elders and apostles have been doing this for 30 plus years, man. You can only imagine how long, they've been getting scoffed for. Brothers that, been in this truth for, 1-2 years, but at the end of the day, we feeling that same, we feeling it too by doing our works along with the, the elders and apostles. And I'm gonna bring out this first scripture. All right, and we could just lean off of that, go off the spirit. This is Hosea chapter 6 and 5, and it says, "Therefore have I showed them by the prophets." All right, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua speak to the world through the prophets, man. All right, that's how this word is getting out, through the prophets. And it says, "I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth." You see? And we're literally slaying, cutting everybody with the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and the judgments are being, are as the light. The light is what? This truth, you see? And the same way this truth is shining, all right, judgment is shining upon all the wicked right now, all on the earth, You brothers want to, bring it in?
I got a preset. Oh, go ahead, Ak.
Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Barakatah to the brothers on the comment board.
Go ahead, Nahar.
Oh, I got you. Okay, this is Jeremiah 51 and 13. This is, "O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness." And that's a shot directly at Babylon the Great, dwelling upon the many waters. And so, man, they're almost at that level of bringing the Qaragman to full fruition by slowly setting up the infrastructure to be able to take that technology and use it on a mass scale, which we're seeing right now by even people understanding that the jab is something that they need to make their lives normal, or you go to the stores, everything's automated, everything's getting a self-serve scanning, just a tap. And that's just building slowly by slowly people to deem having something injected under their skin as normal.
That's right.
I got something to back you up on that last precept. This is Ezekiel 29 and 1 down to 3. I'm going to get right to the point. Actually, I'm going to start with 1. In the 10th year of the 10th month, in the 12th day of the word of Adonai Yahweh Bashem Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and prophesy against him and against all Egypt. Speak and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Behold, I am against thee, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the great dragon that lieth in the midst of the rivers, which has said, My river is my own. And I made it for myself. You know?
Beautiful.
And that's what we're prophesying against. You know, Pharaoh, king of Egypt, the modern day king of Egypt, who's saying this river is his own, you know, who sits on many waters as far as Babylon the Great that rides upon NATO, you know?
That's right. That's right. Matter of fact, I got a quick one real quick. This is Jeremiah. All right. Jeremiah 50:22. And it says, a sound of battle is in the land and of great destruction. You know, and I was going into that earlier in the video. You know, we're in that spiritual war right now, man. And that's what we're preparing for. And, you know, pretty much by us bringing out this word, man, we're spiritually breaking down America through the words of Yahweh Shai, you see? And that's what we're preparing for, that true battle. You know, like it tells you in 2nd Ezra 13, you know, that one realm shall go against another. You know, everybody's going to stand up against each other, but, you know, goes at the end, it says that the one realm against another, and that's pretty much what it is. One realm against another. You know, good is set against evil right now. All right. And, you know, Lord willing, we are those men. You know, we're trying to walk in that righteousness, and pretty much that war is between us and the world. You see, us and the wicked. And we're bringing them down through the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Because we are watchmen, so it's our duty to be able to understand what's going on around us and warn the people. I got 2 precepts right here. This is Ezekiel 21:9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, man. And so we understand what's going on in the background, even though the average everyday Schmo Joe can't see it. But World War III is brewing up, man. The Charagma's getting ready to make its face. You know, Elon Musk with his brain chip coming out. Jacob's trouble, man. There's a lot to see that's getting ready to come down on us, man. And these people are in the spirit of making mirth.
Just today, you had 2 major things happen. You had, as far as in New York, they're looking to go door to door, you know, give you that tap.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
Also in Lithuania, they're literally setting up the beast to roar in the form of you not having access to groceries. If you watch Brother Lashalam's video, in Lithuania, they have a task force right there in front of the grocery stores, and they have them in other countries as well, France, and they're making it known that you can't enter into the supermarket. So they're cutting off access to grocery shopping, you know, which is the next step. A few people got arrested in Burger King yesterday in New York City as well. You know?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Esau Edom, he's starting to show that he's the devil, man. He's starting to show exactly who he is. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we've been saying who this nigga is for years, man. You know? Right. And they just consider us crazy guys in the corner with Bible stuff, man. I got a precept, if I may.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what's funny?
Hold
on. Before you go into that, it's funny you saying that, because they saying that we them crazy people that just constantly reading the Bibles on the highways and byways. But if we didn't have the truth, why is it that they bothering us, you know, and us being those crazy ass people? Why don't they just leave us alone? You know what I'm saying? What is it that we doing? Won't you just allow us to be crazy on them highways and byways like we doing, you know, and let us just keep preaching? But they're constantly trying to get us off the highways and byways, get this word out. You know what I'm saying? Cut this word off, because why? We're speaking everything into existence. Go ahead.
And exactly, man. I believe they gave you a strike yesterday, Nahar, right?
Man, that's why I'm kind of depending on the Akium's channels right now to be able to at least still get a lesson in. So, you
know, and if we were just crazy bugged out guys, then why I gotta make Fisher 105, 7, and 8 and like 13 other channels, man? Why does the brother Shalab have to constantly put up channels and make Odyssey and BitChute and Rumble and all that stuff? That shows that we have the truth, and that shows this devil is hurt, man. You know, that shows that what we're doing is actually working, man, and what we're actually speaking is true, because it came from the heavens, man. Jeremiah 51, the word of Adonai Yahweh, the word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. And the prophets are back. Jeremiah 50:2, declare ye among the nations and publish. That means to make public, profess publicly, you know? And stand or publish and conceal not, say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Merodach is broken in pieces, idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. And that's the report. You know, this place is ready to be taken, man. The writing's on the wall, man. That's all the signs are here. You know, these people are ready to lock down cities. They're ready to roll on people. The prophets are prophesying what's coming into existence. And then 2-3 days later, those things happen. The remnant's waking up. Esau shook. He don't know what to do. You know, he's going to run through the whole bit on y'all niggas.
Yeah, he hurt, boy.
God, I remember that the elders speaking on when that bug out guy jumped out the limo and said, how do you guys figure out about this? You weren't supposed to find out, you know how much money we paid to keep this the truth, you know, roughly paraphrasing. But I remember seeing that a while ago. So it's like, man, how much more so today with us blowing up too? Starting with the elders and apostles is a great millstone, man, for being able to be that mouthpiece to wake up the elect, man. I got a precept real quick. This is Amos 3:7. It says, surely the Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Beautiful. Matter of fact, you know, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to go into that word secret.
Do you want me to continue reading down to 8?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, the lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord God, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hath spoken, who can but prophesy?
Ooh.
Man, that's why we have that fire burning in us, like it says in the scriptures, man, that we can't contain. That's why we're willing to put it all on the line to make sure that this gets published. We don't care what our job says. We're the first people we go to is try to wake up our family. But even then, that's the first disappointment you'll get. And you still keep pushing this word. If you're with a woman, like I say, transitioning out of the world into the truth, man, 9 times out of 10, she's going to leave your ass. So, that's man, right. This is not something that is why it says count the cost before you start building. So that's why you need to understand, anybody that is watching and stumbles across this video, man, we don't just do this because we like a side hobby reading and getting mocked in public. Man, this is because it's a very important job that we have, that we fear if we don't do it, especially putting our hands to the plow, that if we look back now, we ain't fit for the kingdom.
That's right. Well, at the end of the day, it's us being, you know, about, you know, like Yahweh Shai has said, you know, I'm about my father's business. So we're in the same mode, you know, we're about this business. We don't do it for vainglory. We don't do it for a trend. We don't do it for likes. We don't do it for, you know, how many views. We do it because it's our duty as a prophet. We were called into this ministry to go out there and bring out this word and let it be known. So we have to let our light shine before men, you see, and let it shine before the house of Israel. And at the end of the day, we got to let Israel know their transgressions, you see, to get the blood off our hands, you know.
Position right now, you know.
What happened?
We're jockeying for position right now.
That's right.
Exactly.
This is a very, very important, man, because as I said to brothers in my camp, you know, you actually have a chance to have your name written in the book of life in the greatest movie ever written with the speaking role. Not just a background, an actual speaking role in the book of life, the greatest movie ever written, man. And that's a high privilege, man. That's something worth dying for. That's something worth holding on for. That's something worth looking at, looking crazy out there, calling, you know, having people calling you all sorts of names, people coming up on the comment board, you know, talking, you know what, worth all of it, man.
That's right. You know? At the end of the day, we fools for Yahweh Shah's sake. You know, we could care less for, you know, if we looking like a fool to the rest of these people, like it tells you in 2nd Ezra, you know, fear not the incredulity of them that trouble thee, you know. Because at the end of the day, all unfaithful gonna die their unfaithfulness. You know, we know what we worship, and you know, salvation is for us. You know, those that put the time and their effort in. You know, to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and I posted that the other day on the Instagram. You know, the greatest gift you can give Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is your time, man. You see that, and that's for real. Like that's the best gift you can give them. You know that because Yahweh died on the cross for us, man. So we got to look for ways to repay him, you know, make him happy. And that's the best thing you can do, man, is give your time. All right. Because at the end of the day, we have to. We were wicked as hell to the point that we were on that same boat as them 2/3, ready to be put to death, basically. But he gave us that opportunity to come into this truth and bring it out. So you got to take that into consideration, and you got to appreciate that very much.
I got a precept. If you don't,
go ahead.
Either y'all can break it down, or I can break it down. This is 2nd Ezra 12 and 32 down to 37. This is the anointed which the highest had kept for them and for their wickedness until the end. He shall reprove them and shall upbraid them with their cruelty. For he shall set them before him alive in judgment and shall rebuke them and correct them. And now, how are they being rebuked and corrected? Through the servants of prophets Yahweh Shem Shai, making the report known. It's going to correct you. If you are out there following men who are teaching the MOTB is spiritual, you're going to get that click in your mind when you hear actual men break it down correctly. If you're one elect, if you're of the hopeful elect. And if you're out there doing something you ain't supposed to do, then something's going to click in your mind. I need to stop fucking up, Second, 4, for the rest of my people shall be delivered. For the rest of my people shall he deliver with mercy those that have been preserved upon my borders, and he shall make them joyful until the coming of the day of judgment. Whereof I have spoken unto thee from the beginning. This is the dream that thou sawest, and these are the interpretations, that thou hast know this secret of the highest. And you post the 3rd chapter earlier. Yahweh Shem Shai has entrusted us with high value secrets, in the form to the wise of the people, those that have the ability to understand. This is a privilege. 2nd Ezra 12 and 37, therefore write all these things that thou hast seen in the book and hide them, and do what? And teach them to the wise of the people, whose hearts, la'ab, your mind, thou knowest may comprehend and keep these secrets.
Yep. That's beautiful.
The wise of the people. You have a lot of people who are spiritually blinded, mentally blinded. They're dumb, deaf dogs that can't bark or can't hear from the foundations of the earth. And they're starting to manifest themselves. They're starting to manifest themselves like by their works, saying that there's a cap on immortality. The book of Hebrews ain't the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. The OTB is white women is being an Israelite cop.
Man,
there's no such thing as polygamy. You can only have one wife, IUIC, putting a limit and a cap on masculinity, just through. Oh, yeah. Phobia, I'm going to drive around in the Hellcat and touch a girl's cat. That's just plain wickedness, man. Northern Kingdom isn't Israelites. They're Mamzers. Well, you got brothers who are darker than me, then watch and listen to both of y'all, man. So how is that report true?
That's right.
Exactly. Saying all types of bugged out stuff. Like we're going to have a 1,000-year cap in life. Man, all this, man. I got a precept real quick because a lot of these people say that they know Yahweh Shem Shai, but everything that their doctrine teaches doesn't align with that. This is James 2 and 18. It says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works.
That's right.
The works do follow.
That's right. Always. Because a lot of people always try to put that, to the side, that we don't have to, keep them law, statutes, and commands. We don't have to do the works. That's nonsense. It tells you that that we established the law. Do we make the law? How's it go? Do we make the law void? No. We established the law. We have to, because faith and works go hand in hand. You see, I got a quick precept on what Amath was talking about. That we're being trusted with this word. This is 1 Thessalonians 2 and 4, and it says, "But as we are allowed of Yahweh to be put in trust in the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but Yahweh which trieth our hearts." You see, and like you were saying, we're being trusted. That's why we were chosen to bring out this word.
You got the blue letter in front of you?
Yeah, I got it.
Pull up that word trust. Let's just see what it says.
I was just gonna do that.
That's spirit.
That word trust goes into to think to be true, to be persuaded of, to credit, place confidence in. He says of the thing believed, okay, to credit, have confidence in a moral or religious reference used in the New Testament of the conviction and trust to which a man is impelled by a certain inner and higher prerogative. I guess it was supposed to say prerogative, yeah, and law of soul to trust in you. Go ahead.
If somebody tells you a secret, that means you trust them, right?
Yep, exactly.
I got a precept for that.
Go back into secrets. Hold that thought, Nahar. Just like we was bringing out before, secret, and surely he shall reveal his secrets unto the servants, the prophets. Because at the end of the day, we're what? We're considered as ambassadors, all right, to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So we're here to what? To represent Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. He's got to trust you to go out there and represent him. And then when you go into that word secret, it says council, assembly, all right, it says council of familiar conversation, which we are familiar with this conversation because we were brought back into remembrance because we were there since the beginning with Yahweh Shai, you see? And then it says, when you go down, it says company of persons to the Strong's definitions. It says by implication, intimacy. We ourselves have an intimacy with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Intimacy doesn't have to necessarily go into having sex or anything like that. You can be intimate with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai in His word. You see, and for us to have that intimacy, we have to be trusted with this word to bring out these secrets. That's why He trusts us with these secrets. And
what did He trust? Exactly. Wisdom.
Exactly.
I got a precept to back you up on that point, and also trust, if I may.
I still got you, Nahar. You got to bring that out.
Okay,
go
ahead.
You want me to go first?
No, you can bring out your. Go ahead, bring out yours first, Ash.
You sure?
Yeah, because you said it goes hand in hand with the secret, right?
Con, and trust. This is the book of Sirach 4:11 down to 17. Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life, and that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and that's what we're looking to do. Inherit glory, palms, victory.
Beautiful.
And
exactly.
Wherever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love her, the Lord doth love. And the Lord doth love none but him that dwell with wisdom. Wisdom of Solomon. Hey,
yep, beautiful.
That's a secret. Those are secrets. Yep. We're given to that reminds me of the word mysterion in the Greek, which is giving into those initiated and not unto ordinary mortals.
Yep.
Mysterion, the mysteries, the secrets. Whoso ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her possession. This point right here, Sirach 4:17. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways. You're going to be tested, tried through the fire, and fear and dread upon him. You're going to be corrected, shown where you're going off. You're going to be cut by lessons, so on and so forth, and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul by her laws.
Beautiful. And at the end of the day, that's why we cutting everybody, because the words that we getting is secret truth, you see? And because these people don't understand it, and we're cutting them with a secret, basically. You see, the same way this damn devil comes with his secrets and tries to does everything in secret, all right? We're cutting them with the secrets of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, but in the open. We're not doing it in secret. We're doing it right in front of everybody.
That's right.
That they can't understand the mysteries and the secrets of these scriptures, man.
Also, if you ever play GTA, there's cheat codes, right? What all about B'Shem Yahweh Shai giving us the cheat code to immortality.
Man.
Absolutely.
That's the mysterion, the doctrine that leads to eternal life, man.
Well, it's like this. It's like you ever seen Back to the Future? You know,
yep.
You had Biff that had what? He had the almanac. You see, we got the almanac. We pretty much got the whole thing planned out before it even happens, you know, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua gave us that almanac. These scriptures right here is the almanac right here as we speak.
Con, that's a precept I got on deck that goes perfect with that.
Yeah, go ahead. Bring out the precepts you had.
This is John 15:15. It says, henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you. Verse 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go forth and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you. Verse 17, these things I command you, that ye love one another. And that's what we're doing right now. This is an act of love by educating and uplifting our people. There's nothing more manly that you can do than go and fight for your people on the highways and byways and by doing these lessons. Because you're working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, which brought you to go out to the highways and byways, but you're really out there to teach. You're learning, you're doing these lessons to be a teacher. Like Yahweh Shai said, if you love me, feed my sheep. Roughly paraphrasing. And
you brought up John 15:50, where it goes into the servants of prophets and believers are friends, right?
Exactly.
Isaiah 41:8, but thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend.
That's it.
You know, Abraham was considered the Most High's friend because he did what he was told. He was obedient, man. You know, in physical Babylon, and Elder Yashwamba brings this up all the time. We're actually living in spiritual Babylon. Babylon, you know, where wickedness is in its perfection. You have a gumbo pot, all the captives.
That's right.
Pyramids on your money, owls on your money, you know, which go back to Egypt. Pyramids go back to Egypt. Obelisks go back to Egypt. Owls go back to Molech. You got eagles, which go back to Greece and Rome, you know, and all gods of the captivities, those deities people are worshiping to this day. You had Christmas just a few days ago, Saturnalia, you know.
Con, I have a dollar bill on my camp sign because it shows I always use an example. It shows the first and last captivity of Israel. I'll write on the dollar bill, and people can't even see that. It's straight in our face.
That's right. That's right. That's why, because we got them secrets. That's beautiful. Let me bring this out real quick. Unless y'all got something to continue. This is Proverbs 18:14. It says, the spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? and the reason I bring that out is because, like I said, this word is cutting America, man. It's cutting Esau, Edom. So he can't bear it? You see, he's wounded by the word that we continue to keep bringing out. And how are we wounding them? All right. You got let me bring that out real quick. Hebrews, all right, 4 and let me get there real quick. Hebrews 4:12. And it says, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul. You see, soul and spirit. See, so going back to what we just read in Proverbs 18:14, but a wounded spirit who can bear it? You see, he wounded how? By this word, because it's quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. All right. And it says, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart, of the mind. You see, so we know the thoughts of we know the thoughts of Esau, of what he's going to make the moves on, because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has given us this truth. You know, to have this truth is for us. Like, again, going back to what we was just saying, we have the cheat codes. You see, we have the almanac. So we're preparing ourselves for this battle, and we're way ahead of everybody else and Esau, Edom. You know, Esau, Edom thinks that we're not prepared. We're prepared. So whatever he comes upon with us, you know, we're gonna be waiting for it. Go ahead.
And I got a precept just to go into the topic of the lesson. If I may, this is a class, Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Virgin daughter of Babylon. That's talking about Babylon the Great. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, and there is no throne. The writings on the wall. Daniel the 5th chapter. Many tekel a person, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has found you wanton, insufficient to rule, and the report is you're about to get out of here, man. But you got to get that report first and be cut by it. If you go into Hosea 6:5, if you go into that word hewed, it actually means to cut down. This in wood, you know. One of the actual Strong's definitions, and that reminds me of Jeremiah 5:14. For I make my word fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. You know? Esau. The report is making this guy don't know which Hebrew Israelite camp to come at next, which lie to make up next. It's working perfectly according to plan, man. It's beautiful. Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called delicate. Take the millstones, grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg. And we're making bare the leg of Esau Edom. For I made bare. Esau's through, man. You know, his lies don't work anymore. His own people don't believe him. Karen's in the front of the line at the Yo Jabba Jabba protest talking about, I'm not gonna take it. Edomites fighting Edomites on planes. You know, you seen that clip? The But, you know, the Egyptians are against the Egyptians, man. This is beautiful. You know, you gotta have the eyes to see it. Because other people who aren't in the spirit, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, two so-called white people fighting. No, that's the Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's biblical prophecy, man.
Absolutely.
Isaiah 47:2, take the millstone and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover thy thigh, pass over the rivers, thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen.
Exactly.
Wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. Everybody knows this guy is the devil, man. You know, in their spirit, they may not know that he's the physical counterpart, the physical counterparts like the spiritual demon Satan, but they know this guy is up to no good.
That's
you know, people's cussing him out, man.
That's right. And that was prophecy anyway, you know, going into 2 Thessalonians, 2:8, you know, that the wicked shall be revealed. Exactly.
Son of perdition.
Exactly. Esau is being made bare, like the brother just brought out, you know, and he can't hide himself anymore. And at the end of the day, it's funny because this place is called what? The whore of Babylon, right? What happens with a whore after she been a whore so damn long? She get fucking played out, you know, she has no more energy. This place is done, like you was just saying. She has been a whore so long, all right, that this place is drained. You know, she can't even do anything anymore. You know, she done got ran through so many times, all right, that it's time for her to, you know what, just sit your ass in the dust like you just brought out.
That's right.
America's just a retired hoe right now. You know, like selling ass they go to selling plates on Instagram and Facebook. But now it's to the point where nobody wants to buy Babylon's plates anymore.
Exactly.
Nasty, it's disgusting. They got roaches and rats in the kitchen. Esau got roaches in the kitchen, worms crawling up out of the chicken. It's done, man.
Exactly.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. And that's what is Yahweh Shai's coming back, and he's not going to be playing with you, man. You know? And that's why Yahweh Shai has put an austere spirit on certain men to speak this message with extreme boldness and extreme passion, man. Because the anger that Yahweh Shai has stored up, man, it can't even be understood or comprehended in these bodies, man. That's all.
I got a quick precept brother had put up on the comment board before. Goes perfect. This is Isaiah 58:1. Cry aloud and spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sins. And that's what we're doing. We're crying out loud and we're sparing none, you know. We're not sparing this damn devil. We're not sparing our people, all right? And another precept to go with what you were saying was what the brother put up before, Isaiah 66, all right, and 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall be many. You see? So great destruction is coming upon this place, man.
Khan, I got a precept for that too.
Go ahead.
This is Numbers 35 and 33. This is, so ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So Esau got a lot of blood on his hand, man. And this devil can see that his own kingdom's failing. You know, I was doing that a couple times at camp yesterday. I'd be asking random Edomites, hey, how do you see America today, man? Every single one of them, just to show the example on camera that the average state of mind that these Edomites are in, man. They see that the average one said, I don't think we got 2 years. Oh, we're going to have a civil war. Oh, and one of them was bugged out. He's like, oh, yeah, when Trump gets back in, it's going to turn this place around, man. It just goes to show you that they have no idea what's going on.
Motherfuckers really want Trump to come back, bro. That shit ain't happening, bro. Yeah, motherfuckers keep thinking Trump coming back, bro. Ain't no Trump. That's it. Trump was used for that year, for those 2 years. All right. What was it? 2 years? 2 years or 4 years he did.
4.
4 years. Yeah. He was here for them 4 years, and that's it. That's it. He was one of those one-term presidents that were used for the moment, and they had to give his ass up. You know, it was basically to have people in that type of state of mind anyway. You see?
Exactly. Yep.
The Edomites to be in that state of mind, having Trump come in, thinking that he was going to make America great again. America's not being made great again, bro. America is done, bro. You see? But I had a precept with what you were saying. But go ahead, speak.
This place is through, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If I may, real quick, he was there real quick to just build up the polar opposite of what the so-called Democratic Party stands for, just causing more division and giving the people that side with him more confidence to think that they can do that.
That's right. That's right. I got let me get this one out real quick. I'm trying to find it real quick. Go ahead. One of y'all can speak while I look for it.
I got a quick precept because it goes into the title of the lesson and the topic. This is Jeremiah 5. I'm gonna start with 24. I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, with the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that backs up the brother's precept that he brought out in Numbers 35 and 33. For blood, and it can cleanse, but by the blood
that shed it.
Yeah, it's like it, roughly paraphrasing.
That's right.
Jeremiah 51 and 5. Behold, I am against the old and mountain governments, and who destroyed the whole earth. Esau, Edom, through his blessing, his own demise, the sword. He's going to be destroyed by his own creation, and he's destroyed the whole earth, man. Chemtrails, you got women walking around here thinking they can rule over men. You got butches sitting around with basketball tattoos on their arm, looking like Manny Fresh and E40. It's done, man. You got Jakes who won't stand up on their 2 feet and be men. And the nation's all drunk off his wine. And you got people who are walking around, just done. 3 masks on, driving around in their car, windows rolled up. They're going to do everything that Dr. Fauci does, man. That Dr. Fauci says they're going to do. Dr. Fauci's their God, man. Jeremiah 51 and 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, said Adonai Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which destroyest all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee. And who is the Heavenly Father's hand? Yahushai, the destroyer,
That's right.
Roll thee down from the rocks and will make thee a burnt mountain. Of America, the lake of fire. Jeremiah 51 and 26. And they shall not take thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And that's your email, man. That's your report right there. That's your future judgment.
Bring out when you still got that chapter? Bring out 7. Because you was mentioning how were they drunk off the philosophies of
Jeremiah 51 and 7. I'm going to start with 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. And that's what we're telling our people. That's what we're doing. We're warning. We're piping unto them, but they are not lamenting. they're not repenting. They're not dancing, you know. Jeremiah 51:6, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul, be not cut off in their iniquity. Cut me off?
Nah.
Okay. Jeremiah 51:6, again from the top, flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul, be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that had made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. And you have the nations mad at you right now. France
mad.
You know, it reminds me of that Beanie Siegel mixtape, man. You know, France is heated, about to work the fifth on you, man. They're about to fire up the man. You know, Australia. You know, it's only a matter of time before they break off ties. Britain.
Yep. Iran's
already ready to ride on you. You know, Russia, China, they're making diss tracks back to back. You know, I mean, it's matter for your little homie Israel bombs the wrong people, man, and you're drawn in that war. You know, and that's as well. You know, the fake people, the small hats, the big old small hat peoples. You know, the baby penis biters. I'm just gonna call them what they are. You know, the bloodsuckers, Amalek.
The Vienna sausage eaters.
Yeah. You know, the kosher pork eaters. They're gonna draw you into that war, man. And you're gonna have a lot of your soldiers be drawn into that war. They're gonna get burnt up by chariot fire and by the ICBM missiles, man.
That's right.
Con, I got a precept on that.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 25:33. It says, "The slain of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall be at that day from one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground." So, man, there's gonna be so many bodies.
You're gonna be dung. You're gonna be that dung that just perish away. You know, that dream that just disappears in the middle of the night, man.
The birds are gonna have a feast.
That's right. That's right. Beautiful. Let me get Obadiah 1 and to back up Ash. This is 1 and 7, and it says, I'll start at 6, and it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are these things? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. You know, going back to what we were saying before, you know, the nations are mad, you know, and they're gonna, like it tells you in Revelations, the beast shall hate the whore. You know, everybody at one point is gonna hate this place, man. You know, and the ones that they were once at peace with are deceiving them right now. You know, they playing buddy right now, but at the end of the day, everything's gonna be aimed at America, man. You see?
Ezekiel 34:1.
Go ahead.
That point down to 7. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken. To what? The report. Because everybody got to hear this word. The heathens got to hear their judgment. The 2/3 got to be told. If they don't, you know, get right, they're going to get left. And the elect have to hear the report to be saved. Come here, because like it come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people, let the earth hear and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He had utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. And these nations are being drawn down to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. Yeah, the name of the Heavenly Father. Judgment. He's going to judge those nations and their armies, burn them up, man, when the hosts of heaven and Yahweh shall return. And there's nothing you can do about it. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to put the spirit on you to go down there. We're going to tell you about it play by play. It's going to piss you off. So what?
That's right. Can't do nothing about that, boy.
And these women getting drafted and all that too.
Yeah.
That's bro. These women about to catch it.
You want to be equal, right?
Exactly. Yo, that's crazy right there. And then a lot of men are gonna lose their lives because it tells you that Second Ezra. A lot of men are gonna lose their lives in the war, basically. You know what I'm saying? because they're gonna be grabbing these people and just sending them out, just like these third world countries. They just grab people and they just sign them up and say whether you either sign up or you get killed right here. You know, they gonna force people because why? They don't know the truth. They don't understand the truth. That's why you have to have this knowledge and wisdom, you know, because if you knew that all things are controlled by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you'd be calling upon that name, but you're not. You see?
Yep.
And Esau's so hurt, you know, he's going to have to take down the word off the internet, you know?
Yep.
Saw even hearing the report. That's like you playing Call of Duty, and every time you step out, you get sniped. Eventually, it keeps on happening to you. You're going to break the controller, break the video game.
That's right.
That's what's going to happen to Esau. You know, I brought that up in the last live stream we did, Shawab. Esau is going to have to come with that break the controller energy, man.
Facts.
Like, oh, take it.
They camp spawning his ass.
Yeah.
You can't take it. And you can tell by the way he's clipping these videos, clipping channels. That's biblical prophecy. It's supposed to happen. That means you keep on doing it.
That's right.
Nothing you can do to stop it, man.
What the elders say, if your channel, like if your channels ain't getting flagged and striked, then you're probably not bringing out the truth.
That's right. That's right. And people get mad when you say that. They really get mad, like, oh, what you mean? Exactly what we said. In order for you to be bringing out the truth, your channel should be getting clipped all the time, you know. And if it's not getting clipped, it's because, you know, how we speak, we come out with codes now. Everything is code, you know. So we got to literally stoop down to talking in code. And the only ones that's going to understand what we're saying is those that are constantly in these scriptures, you know what I'm saying? And constantly watching the videos. But that'd be the only way that you're not getting clipped, because you constantly talking in code. And we shouldn't have to talk in code. But if any of us even speak not in code, that shit is getting clipped tonight. You understand? Yep. It's right off the rip. And that's why it's forced. That's why we are forced to talk in code, basically, because we don't want our channels clipped. You know, we keep making more video, more channel after channel. And that shit do get tiring after a while. Anything for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to bring out the word, but that shit vex the spirit after a while, because it's just like, damn. You don't even say nothing about like medical misinformation, and boom, you talking about fucking bananas and apples, and they like, oh, medical misinformation. That's how you know they don't want you on there no more, man.
God.
A part of wearing out the saints.
That's right. Exactly.
And if you ain't getting strikes, you know, you're just probably not going hard enough, man. Just keep it funky, man.
That's right.
You're doing more, man. You know, that means you're not making enough videos, or you're not going hard enough. Because every now and then, I'll slip up and I'll actually say, instead of saying MOTB, I actually say what it is.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll just be like, fuck it. It is what it is.
So, that's right. Like, I don't care, man. Fuck Esau. I'll say what it is, you know? That's just the spirit of the day. You know?
Exactly.
You can't, man. You know, we're going to have to keep it real at one point, you know, as far as on our channel. We're going to slip up and actually say what these words mean, even though we mean to speak in code, you know?
That's right.
You can't just say, the Karagma. I actually go into the blue letter and show you what it actually means, going, you know, so on and so forth, man, because you actually want to bring out videos to edify. And sometimes you get tired of speaking in code, you know?
Hell yeah, shit, I hate it.
No. Isaiah 34:3, to continue, their slain, also shall be cast out, and their slain shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And that's the report. You know, you're going to get burnt up, man, you know, by your own creation, by your own people. Edomite crime, you know?
I got a precept. Oh, no. Keep going.
Go ahead, bring it out.
This is Jeremiah 50:14. It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh. Man.
And these people tell me how about Shimei Shai's eye, man. And they have a cold judgment coming for them, man. And we're going to play by play until you take us off the internet, man. You know? We're going to keep on haunting you every day, man, with this message, man, letting you know, hey, you know you fucked up, right? You know?
Flooding the internet.
So, Isaiah 34:4, and the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, and the leaf falleth from the vine as the falling fig from the fig tree. This is the point right here. Isaiah 34:5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Talking about the nuclear missiles when they go above the clouds, above the firmament, and they come down, and they're going to come down on Babylon the Great. You know, flying swords, which are mentioned in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, around the 40th verse. Right. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, which is the Greek word for saying Edom, Adawan, the red man, you know, the real red man, man, Shaitan, upon the people of my the people of his curse to judgment, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahshai has a real serious beef with Esau Edom, man. That's why he's the first mentioned in Psalms 83. And he's doubled back to mention Amalek specifically. And we're supposed to remember what Amalek did. You know, the top family Esau Edom, who's steady clipping our channels, the small head people. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats and the fat of the kidneys of rams, for the Lord had made sacrifice in Basra. What's Basra? The chief capital of Esau back in the day. One of the chief cities of Esau Edom, you know, and Yahweh Shai is coming to visit Basra, you know?
Right. Well, today, America's that modern day Basra today. You see, going back into that capital.
Exactly. The golden city has ceased.
Let me finish this real quick. And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
That's right.
Beautiful.
Great slaughter, man. For the slaying of the Lord shall be many, man.
Mm-hmm.
I got a quick scripture to back you up. This is Zechariah 1:15, and it says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. You see? So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is definitely displeased with these heathen, man. So he's gonna bring that, like you're saying, he's gonna bring that sword upon Idumea, man, because that also goes into these other nations. But the main heathen is what? The so-called white man, all right, which is that devil that the Bible speak of. All right. Let me bring this out too. Ecclesiastes 3:15. That which has been is now, and that which is and that which is to be has already been, and Yahweh requireth that which is past. You see, and this devil can't run away from his judgment, man, because it is required of his past. Everything that happened in the past, man, is required for bloodshed for him today. You see, he got away with all those things all these years, and he literally think that he gonna get away with it, and nothing's ever gonna, is ever gonna touch him. Just like it says in Revelations, what does it say? I am a queen, and
I will sit a queen forever.
Yep, I will sit a queen forever. I am of no sorrow. She really has that Salakia. She really has that mentality. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee. She thinks that she will never be touched. You see? But that's gonna come down all right upon their own head, like it tells you in let me get that real quick. Salakia.
Can I get a precept to back you up real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 4:16 and 17. For I have created the pit that bloweth the coals in the fire. The demon who developed the nuclear missile, mastered in the form of the icy missile, the sword being perfected for the slaughter, for the great slaughter. Isaiah, behold, I created coals in the fire and forth an instrument. Its own destruction. And I created the waste weapon that is formed against them. And every tongue that rise against them, thou shalt condemn. That's what we're doing. We're condemning the Esau, the NATO, FEMA, the Gerber troops that bringing in, all those things, when it comes actually coming to prophecy, God, and it will be lifted. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is elect, and they're protected in that day. And we're victory. The whole message, man, victory over the mark, his image, and death, physical death, man.
Quick, Ash. Move your phone a little bit. I don't know if you're losing reception or what, or if Esau just fucking with you. Kind of move your phone a little bit.
Oh, he be getting pissed.
Man. Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
That's better. Yeah. It was cutting you off like in and out.
Okay, let me come closer. Isaiah 17, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, shall rise in judgment, thou shalt condemn. That's what we're doing. We're all Edom on his own, telling him, thus say Yahweh, and he's hurt. But so what? You got an issue, we got to this is
Exactly.
y'all shot. This is our and my soul.
You kind of going in and out, Ak, but
you're going in and out heavy. That's why I said just to make sure it ain't Esau. I don't know, just move your phone a little bit because you know sometimes the reception, you know, just smack around, it'll move around.
Yeah,
you just like move the phone a little bit, it gets a little bit more.
It's all good.
But I knew what you was bringing out, so I understood what you were saying at the end of the day. But for whoever's listening in,
I got it.
I got a quick one. Psalm 7:16. It says, "His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate." Talking about this devil. Going into him. Coming with his ways, his unrighteous dealings. All that shit's gonna come back to smack him right across the head, man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, yeah, he just mad.
Yeah.
That's way better. I got a preset. This is 2nd Esdras 15:4. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." Self-explanatory.
That's right.
Verse 5, it says, "Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." Reads Jacob's trouble. Verse 6, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled."
That's right. Matter of fact, since you brought out Jacob's trouble, I haven't brought this out in a minute. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." And who's the ones that are going to be saved out of Jacob's trouble is going to be the elect. Those that are doing the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. The rest, man, they're going to have a great day upon them. You see? Tells you that in Daniel 12:1. All right, it says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book." And it says, "And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, some to shame and everlasting contempt." So this is why we keep telling people and warning them that great times, man, like the brother was just bringing out, death, famine, destruction, all right, on a very high scale is being brought out in these last days. 2022 is about to be a hell of a fucking year, man. Lord willing, we out of here in this year, coming up. But regardless, if we're not, it's gonna be a hell of a fucking year. I'll tell you that.
It ain't turning down, and
it definitely is not turning down. That shit is only gonna turn up.
Yeah, I got a nickname for the next year. I've been calling it 2023.
2023.
Yeah.
God, hey, I'm curious what other apostles the heart is gonna coin this year.
You see that one post I posted where it said "Merry Crisis" and a happy new fear. That you about to get that.
That's right.
About to put the same crisis out here. You're gonna get a whole new fear. Because at the end of the day, that's what this devil does. His greatest weapon of mass destruction is what? Fear. Putting fear in everybody's heart. But we weren't given that spirit of fear. We were given that spirit of having that love and that sound mind. So we don't worry about things like that because we know everything is controlled. This devil doesn't understand that he's being controlled. Matter of fact, go ahead, bring something out. I'll bring that out real quick.
I got something real quick. Unless you wanted that precept.
Go ahead, now.
This is 2nd Esdras 13:16. Salakia. It says, "For as I conceive in mine understanding, woe unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more woe unto them that are not left behind. Verse 17, for they that were not left were in heaviness.
Man. Facts.
I got
go ahead.
2nd Ezra 8 and 50. Yep. For many great shall be done to them that in the latter times dwell on the earth, because they have walked great pride.
Yeah, that's the spirit, because I was just thinking about pride and everything. I just brought out Ecclesiasticus 10. Let me bring out real quick Proverbs 21. It says, the king's, this is Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, Yahweh, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You know, so going back to what I was just saying, see, yeah, this devil is in the hands of Yahweh, man. Everything is being controlled. That's why he's going to harden his heart like he hardened Pharaoh's heart, you know, to go after us, to continue in his wickedness, all right? And he's going to end up destroying them. So then it goes into Ecclesiasticus 10 and
that's the spirit I had.
Khan. Sirach 10 and where's it at? 10 and 10. And it says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is a day that it's like, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. You know, and that goes into what? You know, his rulership is done. Because the physician is Yahushua. He cut it off that long disease. This devil's been a long disease for a very, very long time. You know, so now, all right, everything is being translated from one kingdom to another, going from, you know, bringing in that prophecy of, you know, Esau's the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Khan, I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is 2nd Esdras 7 and 45. It says, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory. Esau and Jacob, but within Jacob the elect.
That's right. That's right.
I got a precept real quick, because, you know, we're going to be delivered. We endure to the end from the proud man. This is Psalm 24. It has been the Lord who had been on our. Now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord, Yahweh Shai was on our, who was on our side. Psalms 122. If not Adonai Yahweh Shai, who was on our side, when men rose up against us, when they had swallowed us up quickly, when their wrath was kindled against us. So Edom's that great wrath, you know, because his time is short. When the waters had overwhelmed us, he cometh in like a flood, the spirit of the standard.
That's right.
For our soul, this is the point right here. Then the proud water had gone over our soul. Let the Lord Yahweh Shai, who had not given us as a prey to their teeth. You know, the wicked plot against and gnashed upon him with his teeth.
Yep. Our
soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of a fowler. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of those traps, the MOTB, the jab, you know, this man coming down with the wrath. The snare is broken and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of Yahweh Shai that made heaven and earth. You know?
Right.
And if you go into that word name in Deuteronomy 32 and 3, it actually goes into report. And report goes into doctrine, you know? And our help is in the name of Yahweh Shai. Through his name, we're able to call on him. And through the right report, correct doctrine, we're able to be saved by believing the report. And through faith and acts and deeds and fruit, you know?
Yeah. What you said it was? Deuteronomy 32 and what?
3.
32 and 3.
Yep. I will publish the name of the Lord. That word name, one of the definitions.
It goes into name, reputation, fame, glory. The name as a designation of Yahweh, memorial, and monument.
At the top, one of the definitions should be report.
Report. Let me see. I'm looking for it right now. Yep. Report. I see it. Yep. It says report.
Report goes actually back to doctrine, you know?
That's right. Matter of fact, it says it in the Strong's definition. It says shame. It says shame, a primitive word. It says through the idea of definite and conspicuous position. It says in appellation as a mark or memorial of individuality. By implication, honor, authority, character, fame, named, renown, and report. Exactly.
You know, and who I believed are the elect, and who is report the wicked, man. He can't stand it.
That's right. Matter of fact, now that you said that, you bring that out real quick.
Hey, Shalom. How about Shema Shabbat?
Shalom. Oh, y'all can see who's on there.
Yeah, I see the brother.
Pulled up the comments in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one of the brothers.
This is Hebrews. This is Hebrews 11:2. For by it the elders obtained a good report. You know, going us being into that report. You know, the faith. You know, everything that's in these scriptures. You know, us having faith in them. All right, the elders obtained a good report. You know. And the report is always going to be beautiful. Why? Because it comes from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, that true doctrine. You know, you ain't going to have a good report if you're coming off on some, you know, on some bugged out shit. You know, the report that you're going to have is all over the place. That's right. That's why you're seeing these people being revealed right before our eyes, man. We can see who are the ones that Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is revealing that have the false doctrine and who has the true doctrine. You know, it's going into that where it says Matthew 10:34, you know, that I will bring not peace but a sword. You know, everything is, you know, you go into that word sword is to cut, you know, division between people, division between who is the righteous and who is the wicked, you know, who has the truth and who doesn't. All right. There's so much different ways of going into division right now. It's crazy, you know. Those that are jabbed up and don't got the jab, you know?
Right.
It's crazy.
Con, I got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they have looked for. So, man, and they wouldn't expect the truth to come out from so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, to get pulled out of the mind state that we were living in the world, you know, as an average people, to becoming really, really biblical scholars, coming under the correct doctrine, starting with the elders, man. No one would expect that.
That's right. Matter of fact, keep reading.
Khan, this is verse 3. It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Verse 4, we fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor.
That's
Verse
right.
5, how is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints.
Beautiful. And that's how it is right now. These people looking at us like we madness, like we just bugged out individuals. We have no life. We have no girls. You know, we have no we just bug outs, constantly yelling on the road, on the highways and hedges. You know, mad at the world. You know, we not mad one bit. You know, we mad that our people don't hearken. That our people are that stiff necked. You know, and it's truth, because here it is. We're constantly edifying. You know, Lord willing, we are those men once again. But we're constantly giving edification, and you fucking people can't see it.
It's beautiful how that's set up, though, because if we have people coming up waiting for us to show up at camp on the highways and byways, a whole big old crowd, and all these women in their correct mind lined up wanting to get with us, man, people would be coming in this thing for all the wrong reasons.
Exactly. Beautiful.
I'll read one more. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:6. This is the last end of my highlight. It says, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
Beautiful. I got a precept to back you up with that. Give me 1 second, B. This is Isaiah. Yep. This is Isaiah 4. Let me get it from here real quick. Isaiah 41 and 11. And it says, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. You see, going into these people are all going to be confounded at the end of the day. For going back to what you were saying before, all unfaithful is going to die in their unfaithfulness.
Right.
Everyone that did not believe in this report, all right, is going to be is going to be confounded. They're going to realize that we had the truth the whole time, and then there's going to be, everybody's going to be wanting to call upon the Lord. Many shall call upon the Lord, but what is he going to say? He's going to tell them, depart away from me, you workers of iniquity. That sucks to hear that.
I got a hot boy for you. I got one.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel 2, 3 down to 5. And he said unto me, son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. We see it.
Beautiful.
Spirit of rebellion. And what is Saul rejected the word of who's the word? Yeah, got those men back in the very same day. Their lot rejecting prophecy, rejecting immortality, rejecting rejecting the northern kingdom. And for they are impudent and stiff-hearted and stupid, and they are impudent, stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say what? Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, and that's the word. Thus saith the Lord Shah, not thus saith Shawab, not thus saith, thus said, not thus said Ashima, Yahweh Shah, and bringing out the scriptures. Ezekiel 12, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall they know that there has been a prophet among them. What happens? Things come to pass.
That's right. And like you was just saying, that was a good point. They're doing the same thing today. They're not hearkening on to the word, and Yahweh Shah is the word. And this is John 1, and I'll bring it from 6. Actually, yeah, I'll bring it from 6. John 1 and 6, and it says there was a man set from Yahweh whose name was John. The same came for a witness to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world. Speaking about Yahweh Shah, because when you read up further, it talks about Yahweh Shah being the word. But here's the point, and it says, he was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came to his own, and his own received him not. You see? And it's the same spirit today. He's literally coming to his own through the spirit, all right, of his prophets, giving the word onto the prophets, and then bringing out the word, all right, and they're not receiving it. It goes into Zechariah. Let me get that real quick. Zechariah 7, where it says, Zechariah 7 and 11, but they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder and stopped their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord Yahweh of hosts has sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord Yahweh. And that's what happened. They put in that shoulder, pulling away that shoulder. They don't want to hear the truth, but at the end of the day, all right, by you misusing the prophets, mocking the prophets and all that, it's just going to bring great destruction upon these people, man.
They wagging the hand.
Exactly.
So I got a precept real quick. It goes along. This is Sirach 6 and 36. coming out to those people that do stumble across these videos or get revealed that Great Millstone and the like men that teach the correct doctrine should be understanding coming into this thing. This is Sirach 6:36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Verse 37, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart, which goes back to your mind, Lob, and give thee wisdom at thine own desire.
Exactly.
And that's why we can go in and out of these scriptures, because we understand, the dark sayings, the parables, and the proverbs. Here a little, there a little.
Got something to back you up on that last precept. The book of Proverbs, the 8th chapter, this little foot, it says, refuse not instruction. Starting with 32 down to 36. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they my ways. Hear instruction and wise, and refuse what not? The word. Blessed is the man that heareth me, and blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily my gates, waiting at the post of my door. And the Sirach, the just brought out.
Yeah.
For whoso findeth me findeth life. I am the life, and shall obtain favor in Awabashim, favor of the Lord Yahweh. This is the point right here. But Proverbs 36, but he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own, all he love.
Yes. Woo! That's one of my favorite scriptures, man. How man, that just throws out of the way that that God is all love, everything is all cotton candy swirl. Bro, he just said, all those that hate me, you hate this word, you hate the prophets, because if you hate the prophets, you hate Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, at the end of the day. So if you hate this word, despise this word, man, you love death. You making a covenant with death, man.
Khan, this is on the same page. I got one real quick. This is Sirach 5 and 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
Beautiful. Man.
And it says the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So you think he just has one emotion, man? These wacky-tacky Christians got this it's sunshine and daisies doctrine.
It's beautiful you said that, because if you read continually in the scriptures, you hear continually about the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, of how he's going to bring wrath and wrath and wrath. You know what I'm saying? That's all he basically telling you. It tell you in the scriptures, there was written there in lamentations, mournings, and woes. How is that anything that got to do with peace? How is that anything that's soft spoken? How is that anything that is prophesied of great times, man? Everything that's written in these scriptures is lamentations, mournings, and woes, man. That's all destruction. That's crazy.
Got a couple precepts to back you up on that point. This is the book of and 8. The mighty Lord, and who is he that can drive them away? And it's all about plaguing Egypt, the whole world right now. 2 Ezra 16 and 11. The Lord shall throw, and who shall not be utterly beaten? His presence.
Con.
Message going out.
They gonna do the LeBron James when he throws out that dust.
Hey, I got a quick one.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 30 and 5. For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Man, what don't these people get?
Well, it tells you what, the prophets that prophesied of peace, when the true word of the real prophet came to pass, they were going to realize who the true prophet was. Because the true prophets prophesied about what? Pestilence, evils, about kingdoms being brought down. So it's like, where is this prophesying of peace? That's how this whole world is completely drowned in fucking Christianity, bro. You know, the moment you think of peace, the moment someone comes to me thinking about peace, I automatically think you're a Christian. You got some type of Christian doctrine, and people be like, I ain't Christian. Well, you bringing out Christian doctrine. There's only motherfuckers like that think about peace. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And we're the real Christians. We're the real
That's
Christians.
Right. We are the real Christians. Exactly.
Con, I was even gonna say, man, the Christians of the world, you know, they may be nice, so-called to your face and stuff like that, but they still believe in the hell doctrine. So in their mind, they want a majority of people to burn in hell forever without any, you know, what's the word? Getting relaxed on it.
They want to hold hands with this honky dory, man.
Facts.
We want to bind this guy up with chains and fetters, man.
Facts.
Right.
Team, man.
That's right.
Daniel, the saints shall take the kingdom.
Well, that goes into what? Stockholm syndrome. These motherfuckers been oppressed so damn long. These motherfuckers are in league with these damn devils. You know, they literally have a care for these damn devils, man. Like the brother just said, we ain't got no fucking care for these damn devils. I mean, we don't want nothing to do with these motherfuckers. We don't trust them for one bit. You know. I got a quick precept. Quick precepts. This is Jeremiah 6:16. All right, and it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh: Stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, We will not hearken." You see, and that's how you find rest for your soul, man. Is coming into the old paths, keeping these law, statutes, and commandments, believing in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know, constantly putting your trust in him. All right, and this is Ecclesiasticus 39:1. The he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High Yahweh and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, he will be there also. He will seek out the secrets of brave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. You know, and I brought that out because what you was bringing out before, Nahar, you know, parables, everything, you know, being in dark parables and all that. That's why we're able to speak in these parables, man, because we understand them, you know, because we're open-minded to these scriptures. We're not closed-minded. When you're closed-minded, you're not going to understand a parable, bro. You know, when you constantly think in peace, you're not going to understand parables because you're going to try to go away from that because it sounds harsh to you. It sounds crazy. You know, these people just think about straight, you know, everything being goody-goody, and it's not.
Kind of like it says in scriptures, roughly paraphrasing, that his secrets are revealed unto babes, man. You're not going to be some old-ass pork chop eating pastor in the church with your head puffed up, leading a congregation, hear this truth, and do a 180. Nah, man.
That's right.
At least I haven't seen it yet.
You got something, Ash?
I got one real quick. Go ahead.
I thought you had because I thought you had something. I thought you were saying something.
Come on, I got one.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus 12:10. You know, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Beautiful.
Verse 11.
Yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus, better known as Sirach.
I think it's delayed.
I think it's delayed, yeah.
Lock you, Hawk. I didn't.
Yo, Esau fucking with our shit heavy because I can actually hear when
I
hear like crazy ass echo on my shit. I feel like back in the days when I was in the world and the feds used to tap me.
Sounding like a seashell.
Bring out yours, Nahar. Let me see.
Go ahead, Nahar.
Con, this is Ecclesiasticus 12:11. It says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
That's right. That's right.
And,
As a matter of fact, you can go down to 16 if you want.
Con, this is verse 12. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Verse 13. And if you want me to stop to break it down, Doc, just go ahead and let me know.
Yeah, no, it's up to you. Go ahead. Or you can break it down after you read it all. It's up to you.
Con, I'll go all the way through. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. Verse 16, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to overthrow thee into a pit, and he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
That's right.
Man. So that goes into ultimately who is Jacob's number one enemy, which would be Esau Edom, along with the other heathens. But we need to understand that never trust thy enemy is going into, though he come and be crouching, by saying, oh, for just an example, we have a jab that's going to cure what ailments you're dealing with that's going on around in the whole world, man. And we find out to, we already knew not to take it, but then we see all the evidence coming out of why we didn't take it, man. And I can go into detail about it, but just to say this, man, nanobots, man. Go do a penny test, a light bulb test, put a magnet on that site where you got it in your arm, man. You'll see for yourself. People getting sick, dropping left and right from it. And so how are we gonna feel bad for you when this whole time we've been telling you don't get near the serpent, don't take his venom, and look what happens. We're not gonna feel bad.
Exactly. And we were just talking about that too, how we're gonna have them survival kits.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to do.
We're gonna have the metal survival kits everywhere.
We carry a little bag. Me people.
A little goodie bag. I got a quick precept. You look you good, Ash. I can see the way you're moving and everything. You moving intact.
And people think we're crazy because we bring out the juice and so on and so forth, but the juice.
Exactly.
It's in the book of Revelation 18 and 23. For by thy sorcery, that word sorcery, Amerikkkans. I'm not gonna say.
No, you good, bro. We good on my channel. You good, bro?
It goes into witchcraft, sorcery, poison, man.
That's right.
And Deuteronomy chapter goes into that as well. I brought it out before.
Yeah, you brought it. It was talking about, you said glass bottles, right? Like little glass bottles, bottles.
It's for the giving us the poison of dragons, so on and so forth. The word poison goes into glass bottles, and then goes into bottles. That word dragon goes into poisonous serpent.
And that links with the symbol that they use for healthcare. The two snakes that wrap up. What are the health my ass, man?
That's right.
It's all over.
That's how you know it goes back to no new thing under the sun. Everything that has been is gonna be, bro.
God. And even these things is beautiful, man, because you have a lot of our people think we're bugged out. There's some crazy niggas that are mad at Esau. No reason.
Connor, have you guys seen Fauci's family crest?
Nah.
It's literally two snakes eating children.
Wow.
Yeah, look it up when we're done with the lesson. Dr. Fauci's family crest, man. It'll bug you out, man. It's wild.
Crazy, bro. It don't surprise me. But
I was gonna add, man. At this point, nothing really bugs us out, man.
There's times that we living in, anything is possible, bro.
Yeah.
What you thought was impossible, that shit is possible today. That's just. Going back what you were saying, let me bring out Micah 2:1, and it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, in houses, and they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage." And So like going what you were saying, man, these devils, they pretty much will not go to sleep until there's bloodshed in their hands. And at the end of the day, like I said, they're not satisfied with blood. They want more than blood. This is why this devil gotta go, man, because this devil's not fucking normal, bro. You see? Who the hell wants bloodshed and more? You have pretty much all the riches of the world, the fatness of the earth, all right? And you still want to take over everything. That's pretty much why it goes into them wanting to, microchip everybody. Because once Apostle Gabar did a video on that. Once you rule the world and you have all the riches of the world, the one thing that a man can want after that is what?
Power
over the people. And this motherfucker literally wants power over the people, bro. So we pretty much are all destroyed, and it's only his bloodlines and his lineages that is constantly surviving, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Con, I got one real quick if you guys don't.
Go ahead.
This is Psalm 64 and 1 through 5. This says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy." Verse 2, "Hide me from the secret counsels of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not." Verse 5, "They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?"
Exactly. Everything they do is in secret, bro. They gotta hide from it, and they think we don't see, but because going back to what we were speaking about earlier, the secrets are revealed unto the servants, the prophet. You see, we're giving those secrets and nobody else can see these motherfuckers doing. We're giving those secrets because they're being revealed, at the end of the day. And like it says, they do these things in the dark and think that nobody sees them, but we see it clearly. We have the eyesight to see these things, man.
Colin says, "Blessed be your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear." Roughly paraphrasing.
That's right. And as a matter of fact, what did it say after that? It said that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things. And they can't. You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta be thankful every single day, bro, that we can see these things and that we wake up still seeing these things. That's one of the biggest fears. I think about that all the time. You can wake up the next day, bro. It could be like you never heard this word before in your life, bro.
Damn.
That Holy Spirit be taken away from you. You're gonna wake up the next day like you never heard this word, bro. And you're gonna be doing some bugged out shit, and that's scary. That's why you gotta fear Yahweh, man, because everything is in his power, man. It's like it tells you in what is it? Ecclesiasticus 33. He's the potter of the clay. It's to fashion it the way he wanted. So it's his movie. He can make everything the way he wants it to be. So if he wants you to fall out this truth tomorrow, then you can wake up and you just be bugged out your mind, bro. You could be another Nate Satan. That's scary shit right there, bro.
Con, even David prayed, "Take not thou spirit from me," man. So if David was praying for that fervently, how much more should we?
Exactly. I wanted to bring this out since we were just talking about that. All right, this is the main thing that's about to go down right here. Let's start from Revelation 13, and I'll start from 11. And it says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon," which he's speaking as a dragon right now, this devil. He's speaking in draconian laws, right? And the 2 horns is going into, pretty much that Democratic and the Republicans, you see. And then it says, "He exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed." And who's that talking about? That revival of that Roman Empire. Coming out of what that I believe it was the Byzantine Empire. That's when everything came back into play.
The Renaissance.
Exactly, the Renaissance era. You know, because we were ruling for what? We were ruling for how many years was it?
I think it's like just before the year 1400.
Exactly. I think it was like 1,000 years almost. We was not 1,000 years. Was it 1,000 years almost? We were ruling, but it was like a short period of time between two different. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, it was about 1,000.
About 1,000 years, yeah. And
the mid 300s, the to the late 1300s.
That's right. Yeah, fact. You know, and after that, you know, that's where it came into them. You know, when you read Malachi 1 and 4, you know, that they will rebuild in the desolate places, you know, and they will become the border of wickedness. You know, that all goes into that revival of the Roman Empire.
Malachi 1 and 4.
Yeah, exactly. And then it says, and he does great wonders so that he maketh fire come down from the heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. You know, and hey, he's deceiving everybody by the miracles right now. What is that? The technology. You know, us entering into that fourth industrial revolution. Everything is technology. Everything is the rise of the machines. You know, everything is machines. We're to the point where fucking machines are about to fucking do all the work for us, man. We ain't about to have no work, you know? Everything is the Internet of Things, you know? What were you going to say?
No, Salakia.
No, you're good. You're good. Continue.
I was just going to say, I just seen an article yesterday about billionaires trying to see who can make the best killer robot. And then also today, RT posted on their page about the guy that sent the tweet using just his brain, you know, with the I don't know if it was the Neuralink exactly, but
it don't matter. It's got to be something
same technology
around that type of mode, bro. In order for you to control thoughts and just with you thinking, it goes back to not too long ago. Elon Musk had that he had that monkey that was playing a video game, bro. Without him, playing a whole video game by just his thoughts.
Yeah.
Which it goes into pretty much what I always bring out, you know, this devil wants to sit in the temple of the Most High. We are the temple of the Most High. You see, he wants to sit in us. He wants to be able to control our thoughts, know our thoughts, you know? Why? Because this devil wants to know us. He wants to be us. This motherfucker's the biggest culture vulture. He has no culture at all right? And at the end of the day, he's always dreaming of being like Jake. He can't be, you know? So he wants to sit in the matter of fact, if you could bring that out, Bubba Shaw.
What you want?
2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, you know? While I continue to keep reading. All right, it says, Salakia. So it says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast. All right, Salakia. 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. You know, this technology. We live in a place of straight technology, man. That's why this place we're so out of touch with life and reality because we're caught up in technology. Everything is technology, you know?
I got that precept, Doc.
Okay.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is Yahweh.
Exactly.
Man.
And how is he going to do that? He going to do that with his technology. He wants to put that microchip in you, and he wants to sit in the temple of the Most High. We are the temple of the Most High, man. You see? So he going to sit in us and know every single one of our thoughts. And like the brother put out here, transhumanism, bro. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Slaughter bots. You know, everybody's going into being a fucking a humanoid, bro. You know, you only see shit like that in cartoons and movies, you know, but this is why we keep telling you these movies is crucial because what we see in these movies is predictive programming. And this is what's being shown right before your eyes is going to happen. How many of these would just take an example? What's the one movie with Nestle Snipes and I said Nestle Snipes, my bad. He do look like Nestle Snipes, but Wesley Snipes and Stallone. What's it called? The Demolition Man. You see? That shit was back in fucking the 90s. And that shit was already showing you what? You know, the microchip. You know, how they wanted to put that technology in you. You know,
also Minority Report.
You know?
Yeah, Minority Report. That was another good movie.
Talking
There
about
were
that.
so many movies we grew up watching that we didn't realize that they were literally telling you right in front of your face.
The Matrix.
You know?
The Matrix is a documentary.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
Have y'all seen that new Matrix?
No,
I got a
yet.
way you can stream it. I'll send it to you on.
Oh no, I seen it. I got HBO Max, so I see it for free. But that was a good well, no, it was a whack ass movie. But spiritually, you know how we look at all movies spiritually. That movie actually spoke a lot about reincarnation, bro. Like on a heavy note, everything that was is gonna be today. And I was just sitting there like, damn, the movie was whack itself. Like I was just like, what the fuck? But you know, like the brother said, it goes into them knowing dealing with that technology, you know, dealing with microchips and things like that. Because when you have that microchip, that's what's going to end up happening. They're going to be able to program you to the way they want you to be programmed. You know what I'm saying? That's what Neo was going through. He could go in there and he could learn fucking Kung Fu in 2 hours. He could learn how to fly a plane by just downloading it into his memory, you know? So that's basically what Elon Musk is doing by going into this brain chip, you know, brain technology. You know, he can basically tap into your brain. You know, we got hackers that tap into your computer. What makes you think you're not going to be able to tap into your mind, you know?
Exactly.
That shit is scary to hear that, man.
Like the movie, I believe it was Black Mirror, you know, going into the metaverse that they're pushing out now, man.
Oh, man, that metaverse is, bro, I'm pretty sure y'all seen a couple videos on it. That's some scary shit, bro.
Yeah.
It is so, wicked and so fucking into, like, technology that you literally lose touch of reality off of that, bro. You know, I could go to vacation with both of y'all if I want off of metaverse. You know how many people gonna sit on their ass at home, you know, catch bellies and shit by just sitting home and putting goggles. There was a video I posted not too long ago. They had these little eye contacts. You could put on eye contacts and go into metaverse with that shit. That's crazy, bro.
I seen a real estate company advertise that they're gonna be selling real estate in the metaverse. Yeah. Real money in a fake ass shit. Sorry, I'll go ahead.
I don't know if you've seen the preview for the new Doctor Strange movie, but in the new Doctor Strange movie, they have something called the multiverse.
Oh yeah. They bring it, bro. What they saying?
Right in front of your face.
I did. I had posted on Instagram. If you watch that stupid ass movie, Space Jam, they kept saying the same shit. It was called what the hell was it called? It was called something verse. A lot of people are using all these different names, but they put in verse at the end of it. And when you look into it, it's all going back to that metaverse. You know, and it goes into what? Gradualism. You know, they putting this shit in your face and to the point that you think this shit is fucking normal. And then when they finally present it, everybody's like, oh, yeah, I've seen this in the movies before. You know, it's normal. You know, and that's how bugged out these people are, that they believe in delusions and lies, you know. So it's easy for you to pull out a lie like that, you know, and these people fall for it, you know, because they're not stable in the mind, man.
Con, I always use the example, how to boil a frog, you know, turn up the heat slowly.
It's crazy, man. Let me continue reading over here. So it says 13 and 14 in Revelations, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And going back to what you was reading in 2 Thessalonians, all right, that's pretty much what they want you to do. You know, bow down to the image of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You still got that or not?
Con, I got it right here.
Yeah. Read it one more time.
Con, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God.
Exactly.
Showing himself that he is God.
Exactly. Seeing what you just said, he is worshipped. So that's pretty much going into what you just heard here, that they should make an image to the beast. By you making an image, you're going to do what to that image? You're going to bow down, you know, you're going to worship that beast, you know. And it says that he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and caused that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, you know. And if you don't worship and come down with the ways of the society, they want to what? Put you to death, you see? And it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And we're seeing that everywhere, man. Sweden, it just happens to be Sweden's always the first one to pop it off.
Yeah.
You know, Sweden's got all types of fucking, you know, Lace chips fucking parties all over the place. You know, them people don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So they just all doing it like it's normal, natural. And our people what? Follow after the heathens. They always follow the multitude to do evil. So it's just gonna be all right. These people are doing it. They look like they're having a good time. They're doing good with it. So let's follow them. You know.
Hey, I was looking at this verse again, and something kind of just stuck out to me. And tell me if this is going off, but it says, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God. So when we are being the temple, we being the temple of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he wants to sit inside of us by injecting us with, you know what?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying before, bro. It's crazy how they want to just sit in your temple. Because when he sits in your temple, what is he able to do? Control you. Yep. You know, exactly. It's just like a video game, bro. It's just pretty much we're gonna be living one big gigantic video game, and you're gonna be what? That ultimate slave. When you're a slave, what do? What your master tells you to do. You see, so he's gonna be able to just move that shit left and right, that controller, all right, because he's gonna be the controller, the ultimate controller, and he's gonna basically tell you what to do, and you're just gonna follow. You know, and that's why you don't want to. Once you get that chip, bro, you're done. Like there's no coming back from that. You literally bow down to his image. You worship in his image, and you're not gonna be able to get his image out of you. You know.
Con, I seen that they were talking January 5th is when the 5G network is gonna be fully online here in the United States. So man,
and now that you say
about to see.
And now that you say that, if you look. I don't know if you brothers been getting it, but I know around my way they've been sending hella letters. They're giving out phones that are 5G and 6G phones for like $50, bro. You talking about phones that you usually pay fucking $800 for? They're giving it to you for $50. Why do you think they want everybody to have that $50 phone? Because as long as you got that 5G technology around you,
frequency.
Exactly, the frequency. The people that been jabbed up, you know,
and if you take in every single potion that they're looking to give you, man, your immune system's going to be weakened. You're going to have all sorts of nanobots inside you, you know, graphene oxide and so on and so forth inside you, man. And when they turn them towers on, man, you're going to have a lot of people not be themselves, man. You know,
exactly.
Man, I just seen it in
movies to pick this, man. You know, you know, and you're not going to have people walking around turning green and shit, but they're not going to be in their right mind, man. And that's why the CDC has a zombie apocalypse page, man. They don't have that just sitting there for no reason, man.
Absolutely.
I was just gonna say too. That's why I just saw a video today about them looking at the jab juice underneath a microscope, and they're seeing literal Bluetooth transmitters in there. Like it'll pop up with a bunch of numbers if you have a Bluetooth device near somebody that's jabbed up.
That's crazy.
Those people are able to turn on lights. Like literally, I'm sitting right by a smart TV, and if I had one of those things inside of me, you know what I'm saying, I could go up to this TV right here, and if it was a certain type of smart TV, it'll actually give me my Pfizer number, you know, and try to connect them. You know, you have people turning on their cars, so on and so forth, man. They're just walking robots, man. You know, waiting to be taken, man.
And if you know what's crazy, you ever seen the movie Rampage?
Nah.
Is with The Rock, and have you seen it, Ash?
Nah.
Yo, that's a good movie to watch, because if you see, the girl was controlling there's three animals in it. There's a silverback, there's a fucking overgrown crocodile, and there's a wolf in it. And basically, through the frequencies that was on the towers, they turned up the frequency and they were able to control and call back those animals. They were in the midst of doing their bullshit, attacking, and then when they turned that shit on, they stopped what they were doing and they all ran to that frequency. I think about it all the time. When these motherfuckers crank up that 5G and that 6G, like you saying, these people not gonna be in their right minds. And they show you in games, like if you play it, I have a game, if you play Resident Evil, there's a game, Biohazard. I think it was the 7th one that came out. They show you that in that game. They show you that there was a tower that all the zombies were going after because they were under the plague. And I looked at it like, all right, if these motherfuckers is all under that yo jabba jabba, they're able to go to wherever the frequency draws them to. That's what's going to happen in these last days, bro. That's how they're going to be able to control people. They're just going to draw them to wherever what frequency they want. And you got to remember, this devil, he has, I forgot exactly what it's called. It's called like low frequency something, where he could utter words to a low frequency out of their antennas and make it seem like someone's talking in your ear.
Damn.
You know? And it's just that pretty much these people are going to hear a voice telling them what to do when it's actually a low frequency coming from these towers. So they can have someone just, they can have someone satanically speaking to you. They can have someone acting like they the most high and speaking to you and telling you to do this, do that. That shit is crazy because everything is frequencies, man. That's what that whole technology of them putting it in your body was for. You know what I'm saying? That they wanted that technology in you to control you with that technology,
So it makes you easier, more susceptible to chip you, man.
Exactly.
That's the ultimate MK. That's the ultimate MK Ultra, man.
Exactly.
And also on them UN trucks, they have something called EMP weapons, electromagnetic pulse weapons, man. So not only do they have the 5G tower set up to send out shock waves and frequencies and so on and so forth, but those UN trucks, and they have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of them spread throughout North and South America and Central America as well, perfectly stationed for the time when they implement martial law on a massive scale, man. And we're coming into a time next year, 2023, where it's looking like that year, man. It's looking like more and more that year, man.
And like the brother put up,
we look crazy, right? And we sound crazy, but what are they fucking doing in Australia, man?
Yeah,
they're doing exactly that. And then if you put up a video on it, man, your channel will get terminated, man. You get that YouTube mail at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. YouTube guidelines.
Yeah.
At 1, 2, 3 in the morning. It always happens when your ass about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep all pissed off. You get camera.
Or you wake up in the morning.
Yeah. I know, man. That was me yesterday.
Wake up in the morning to check your channels and you see your notifications. YouTube guidelines. Your channel has been terminated. Or your channel is on 2-week strike.
Facts, though.
Come on. It's like also that one movie too, and I always forget the title, where everybody was on their phones and everybody that was connected to a device or whatever like that straight up started eating the other people as soon as that frequency was turned on. Do you guys know what movie that one is?
It's a zombie movie, right?
And it has that guy that was in 2012.
In 2012.
In 2012, that the same main character.
Yeah, Masalaki, 2012. I know what movie you're talking about. I'm trying to remember the guy in there.
And if you guys know what I'm talking about, then I mean maybe somebody on the comment board does. But they
put up Cell. Is it Cell?
Cell. It might be. It might be.
Yeah, I think it is. Malkia put it up.
Can't throw it out.
Yeah, bro. These things are playing in your face, bro. The same way we're making it plain on the tables for everybody, this devil's making it plain on the tables for you.
But
our people so caught up in, he said Samuel L. Jackson and that guy from 2012. Yeah, that's got to be the movie. The same way we're making it plain on the tables, they're making it plain on the tables.
On the left hand, they have to tell us what they're gonna do to try to seem like they're prophesying something when they're in control of it. And at the end of the day,
that's what they try to do. They'll try to they'll try to make it look like what is written in the scriptures came from them by actually trying to make a certain event happen ahead of time. But we know when it's actually coming from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
I was gonna say that.
Control it when you can't understand it. You know, that's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai right there.
All you gotta do is be like, E, I told your dumbass you was gonna do it 2 channels ago, motherfucker.
2 channels.
And you took down the video, you know.
All you had to do was watch it.
Yeah, the record's in the heavens, man. You know?
That's right.
That's right. But let me finish this up real quick. And this what was I at 13 and 13 in Revelations, and he does great wonders so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand and in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And that might buy or sell, they're using that yo jabba jabba to basically give you that gradualism and showing you that that's what's eventually going to happen, you know, because they didn't want to just bring that out. It would be too obvious. That's why you got people thinking that the mark of the beast is the jab, you see, because they're doing that. You know, you can't buy, you can't sell in certain places with that jab, you know, but the true mark of the beast is what? That RFID chip. You know, that's what is really leading down to, because we continually tell you that all roads are going to lead to that. And now they have the what? They have that yo jabba jabba that basically has that passport in it. You know, they used everything that they were using with the yo jabba jabba and put it into that chip now, you know.
I was going to say, that's why in the beginning of this pandemic, man, everyone started trying to say that they're doing the right thing by going cashless. We've gone cashless, no longer accepting cash, you know, all this stuff that's leading up to, like we always say, that slowly turning it up.
That's right.
That's like right. The elder from New Jersey says, from Minnevalid, the elder to Zion. He said it plenty of times, and it makes total sense. You have the RFID technology, you have the RFID mentality, and then you have the RFID-ality. RFID-ality, Slakia. And he's slowly but surely walking you into the RFID reality through his technology and through the mentality. Yep. By making people coming into the restaurant, forcing them to do temperature checks, your wrist, and you're used to getting your wrist and head scan for a temperature check.
Yep.
You know, QR codes at the restaurants. You know, that RFID mentality. And then pretty soon you're going to be living in the RFID reality, you know, where it's going to be plain as day. And then you're going to know in that day that the servants of Yahweh Shemiah Shai warned you these times, but it's going to be too late. You know, you're going to be taken. Are you on Revelation 13 and 17, or did you finish the thing?
Yeah, I'm going to 17. I'm going to 18 now. Why? What you wanted me to bring out?
I was going to bring out a quick precept.
Go ahead.
I'll wait till you get done with 18.
All right. This is 18, and it says, "Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, and it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." You know, and you know that goes into what? That Chi-Phi stigma, Chi-Phi stigma.
Can you get the blue letter real quick?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now, as a matter of fact, because I wanted to get stigma. You know, because these people still continue to keep bringing out saying that it's a spiritual mark and things like that, when it is plainly a physical mark, bro. What did you want me to grab?
1 Corinthians 2 and 6 and 7, Bubba Show.
Okay, I got you.
And we'll get that word wisdom because it matches up with Revelation 13 and 18.
1 Corinthians what?
2 and 6 and then 7.
2 and 6 and 7. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 6, and it says, "How be we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, Get not the wisdom of this world, nor the princes of this world that come to naught, but we speak the wisdom of Yahweh in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory.
Can you get that word wisdom, Sophia Babakasha?
Yep. Which it actually doesn't give me a Strong's number. Wow.
It should. It says wisdom twice in that scripture.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe if I go down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see. Okay. Sophia.
Yep.
All right, and it says.
And go into the definitions. Yep.
Which is Strong's.
Into the Strong's info.
You want to go into one of these.
Right there.
Oh, this one right here. 4.
Yep.
It says the intelligence evinced in discovering the meaning of some mysterious number or vision. Woo.
The mysterious number or vision, man. What is that talking about? The proper understanding of Revelation 13 to 18. That's why it says, here's wisdom. Yep. Let him that had understanding.
That's right.
So if you don't know what the MOTB is, then you don't have wisdom or understanding, and Yahweh Bashim Yahshai isn't really dealing with you like that, man.
That's right. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I don't see where the camps get sleeping with white women and a spiritual mark out of those scriptures. It's way out of left field.
Well, that's why 1 Corinthians. That's why 1 Corinthians 2:6 and 2:7 is worded the way it is. We speak the hidden wisdom, because it's hidden from those that aren't meant to get it, man.
Yep, hidden to those that are lost. Yep.
In a mystery. I mean,
man. I wanted to get Kai-Si's stigma. All right, which let me see if it comes out over here. Nope. It might make it a little difficult. Yeah, they're making it difficult. They don't want to give me the They don't want to give me the stigma part.
Yeah, Esau been stuff out of the blue letter lately. He took out.
Right. I got a way to show you. What is it, real quick? Give me 2 seconds. I bear the marks, KJV. Galatians. All right, Galatians 6 and 17. All right, Galatians 6 and 17 says, it says, from henceforth let no man trouble me, for I bear in my body the marks of the Lord Yahushai. What I'm really going into is just the word marks. All right, when you go into this word marks, it goes into stigma, you see? When it goes into stigma, it says a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. And who are you going to ultimately be belonging to? Esau. You see, you're going to be that fucking ultimate slave, bro, by you going into his, Chi-Phi stigma, going into this chip. And it says,
go
ahead.
Yep. I got another one for you. If you go to the precept that goes into, for the love of money is the root of all evil, it goes into the charagma as well.
That's what is that? Corinthians 6.
I think it's 1 Timothy 6 and 10.
It's 1 Timothy Salakia. Yep. 1 Timothy 6.
That definition that you just read made me think of the mark that we are working for. The wa.
The wa.
And also, what are we doing? What are we doing to those that don't break it down right? Scorpio, we're putting a mark on those guys.
Yep.
Mark them that cause division. Yep.
Also, we're pressing towards the mark. Victory, crowns, immortality.
Man, this beautiful scripture just all ties together, man. Here a little, there a little, piece upon precept. And that's why if you don't have the Rakak Wadash and you can't go in and out of these scriptures, you read everything verbatim, man, you're gonna be lost in the sauce.
And that's why you gotta follow the men that were sent on earth, because we learned it from what? The elders,
Exactly.
The elders did, like you said before, they did all the heavy lifting. The things that would have took us 30 plus years basically to find out. You know, they already did it for us. So
back in the day,
attend to their truth, man. That's given through the Spirit.
Right, going through books, and we have the internet that did the heavy lifting for us, like the elders always say. Man, imagine going into the blue letter this thick, going through every word, man. That's 36 plus years right there.
Absolutely,
of being in the scene. It's an honor to be under these, man, and even learning amongst brothers like yourselves, man. I learned a lot from just this lesson alone.
Exactly. Well, that's why iron sharpeneth iron, you know, because that goes into us being that one body in Yahushua. You know, what you learning and you miss, another brother's picking it up, and that's why we constantly edify each other with this truth. You know, like you just said, I learned many things. The same thing that you said, you learned through us, and I learned through Yah. You know what I'm saying? Exactly how it wrote. That's exactly how the body works, bro. And no one is greater or no one's less. We're all the same, you know, whether we're preaching more than the other or not, you know, at the end of the day, we receive that penny, you know?
I constantly get precepts from both of y'all's lessons, man. I'll be tuning in to the lessons you do what you want to. I'll be writing precepts down. I'll memorize them, and then I'll go to my phone and I'll find it and I'll take a picture of it on my phone, and then I'll just say that precept all day, and then I'll add it to my arsenal.
That's beautiful.
All right, yeah.
Same thing. That's exactly what he said. That's the same thing.
Different brothers learn differently.
And when I hear exactly that's how
different brothers learn differently.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua put the spirit on brothers in a certain way. Like you just said, you might hear something you haven't heard in a while or haven't heard at all, but you write it down and you're like, damn, that's a beautiful precept. You know, that person just edified you with a precept, you know, so far going with the next brother, you know.
Kind of like I remember seeing this post on Instagram that it says, come at the scriptures humbly, man. There's 365 days out of the year, and if you just choose one scripture a day to focus on, to memorize, to never forget, like you say it to yourself, write it down, look at the numbers, and so, man, that's one scripture that you'll remember for X amount of years.
Exactly.
Hey,
Timothy?
The word pierced.
Pierced.
Let's read the precept first, though.
I got you. The precept is it says for the 1 Timothy 6:10, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some conveyed after, all right, or coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. You know,
and going to that word pierced, Baba Kashaw.
Go ahead. I got it right now. Pierced, which it goes into
Papiro, right?
Papiro. All right. And it says to pierce through, metaphor, to torture one's soul with sorrows. It says to
entirely.
Entirely, exactly.
And what do you got to do to get the karagmor, to get the juice? You got to penetrate yourself through entirely for the love of money. You know, for your job, you know, to continue in this society, to be a part of the beast grid, the blockchain, you know, so on and so forth. You're gonna have to punch. You're gonna have to punch through your flesh, which is going against the law, statutes, and commandments. It's trusting in the devil that's going down to Egypt for help, and it's trusting your enemy. And what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna get destroyed, man. You're gonna have a grievous sore that's talked about in the book of Revelation, the 16th chapter, the 2nd verse, and then you're gonna catch a missile, and then you're gonna be walking around the kingdom with your head down, man.
That's right.
You know, for the love of money.
And I remember that scriptures with even when they have sores all over their bodies, they're still not gonna repent. It says they cursed the Lord, Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Imagine having all those sores, knowing you took that thing and still cursing your power, man.
They're gonna turn into Job's wife.
Man.
When Job's wife went out there and started cursing Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's why you got to remember those type of accounts. Let me bring this out real quick. Hebrew 11:25, and it says, "Choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of Yahweh than to enjoy the pleasures of sin for a season." You know, and going with to what Ash was just going into. These people gonna be doing it for what? For the love of money. You know, that's just a pleasure of sin that's gonna be for a season. Because why? The money gonna be fucking disappear anyway. You know,
it's fake.
It's
not a reserve note.
That shit was always That shit, I got $1 million in my Monopoly box, bro. You know?
Kind of like scriptures say, they're gonna cast their silver and gold to the streets.
Exactly.
They're gonna be using that shit to keep warm in Jacob's trouble when the power go out, man. You know?
Yeah.
Facts though.
Sitting there huddling by some wood, trying to burn some wood to stay warm. Burn the $100 bills.
Like Pablo Escobar, man.
As a matter of fact, I don't know if it was true. If it was just a post that went up around, circulating around the web. But when the pandemic came in 2020, I believe it was Venezuela was throwing money in the streets. I don't know if that was completely true or not. But when I did see it, that's the first thing I thought.
I remember.
Huh?
I remember seeing those videos.
Yeah,
it was thick on the streets too.
Yeah, that shit was serious,
I
bro.
remember
that
that.
everywhere. Why? Because that's exactly prophecy that's gonna happen. People gonna throw their gold and silver on the streets. First is gonna be the money. People just gonna throw money like Os was just saying. People gonna be using that shit for toilet paper, bro. To wipe their ass when the toilet paper runs out in Walmart. But at the end of the day, after that comes the only thing that's going to back up and be valuable is what? That's silver and gold. And then when that completely falls, that silver and gold is going to be casted to the streets.
They're going to be pouring barbecue sauce on their money and eating it during the famine, man. And eating their children.
Looking at their boots.
I'm about to eat Benjamin Franklin.
Barbecue Benjamins, man.
looking at, I got 5 fingers. I don't need all of them. I'm going bugging out.
Yep. True.
That's crazy, bro. But that's pretty much the point. Y'all still got scripts?
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty much the point. It was good to end it off on that because that's the thing that's about to come down, bro. Is that MOTB? We got 3 major prophecies. We got that Jacob's trouble, MOTB, and World War III.
I got one more for you, Ak.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 11:8. It says, "Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked every one in his imagination of their evil heart. Therefore, I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant, which I commanded them to do, but they did them not," which is going into, the judgments that Israel is going to get because we were given the law.
That's right. That's right. Beautiful. Let me bring this out real quick. John 12:25. He that loveth this life shall lose it, and he that hateth this life in this world shall keep it until life eternal. And that's how it's gonna have to be in these last days. You have to give it all up for you to have salvation, man. And those that try to turn back, try to save their life, you're not gonna end up having no life. You're gonna end up in a box somewhere, man. And brother put out Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. And that's plain and simple. These riches are not going to profit anything in the day of wrath. You can't escape Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's wrath, man, and fury. No matter what, you got people trying to fucking move out of the world. I mean, Salakia, out of Americas, try to go flee somewhere. It don't matter, bro. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai bringing judgment upon the earth. You see, he bringing judgment all the way around the earth. So you could try to flee all you want, but death is always going to catch up to you. It actually reminds me of you ever seen the movie was that Final Destination? You got motherfuckers trying to flee from death, but death is just chasing your ass through the whole movie. That's how it's going to be in that day.
The curses ain't going to leave you just because you went 2,000 miles from where you're at currently.
Exactly. That shit is going to find you, bro. And death is made to find you when it's meant for you. There's spirits created for vengeance, that appease the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai that sent them. So these is dying to put your ass to sleep, They're actually going to let you run off a little bit, make you think you're getting by, and then they're going to just clip your ass. And when your ass fall, it's going to be like Jason and Michael Myers chasing you in the fucking woods, bro. That shit's just going to catch up to you at the end of the day.
Con, that bear is going to chase you into that house purposely just because they know it's snakes there. Boom.
Bring that out. Amos 5. And yeah, because that's a mean scripture right there, bro.
Con, I got it right here.
Go ahead.
Con, this is Amos 5. and 18, it says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is darkness and not light." Verse 19, "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, and went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him." Verse 20, "Shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?"
That's right. Beautiful. You're not going to be able to escape the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He only delivers the just out of temptation. All right. You know, that's why it tells you in Ecclesiasticus, what is it? Ecclesiastes. Forgot where it says
the just live by faith. Is it the
I'm thinking of the other one where it says though an evil man do sin 100 times and prolongeth his days, you know, it's not gonna go well with him at the end of the day. Why? Because he's reserved for the day of judgment. You see? And some of these motherfuckers is getting away with what they're getting away with because that nigga is reserved for the day of judgment. You know, you reserved for a missile. You know, you're reserved to get on that line for that MOTB, you know, whatever it is. At the end of the day, that judgment is going to come upon you. And the longer that you the worst thing you could do is make it through certain things and then be standing at the end of the day and you're a wicked man. You know, if you're a righteous man, you know, we got a lot of hope that we about to be beamed up. But if you wicked, you still standing, oh man, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai got a mean ass judgment for you, bro.
Man.
That's a slow death right there, slow burn, you know. That's hard.
You're gonna keep that spirit in your body. Make sure you feel every bit of that, like Sarah Connor your ass.
That's why it says what? Fear not him that could kill the body, but kill him that could kill both the body and the soul. That right there, it just says it all. Like he can literally keep you alive, have you feeling death and feeling your spirit, have your spirit feeling the same thing. Oh man, that's horrible. Horrible.
Horrible.
But anyway, y'all got anything else?
Nah, I'm done.
Nah, you got it, Doc.
All right, so yeah, you know, we're gonna end it off on that note. Salakia brothers for not bringing out the scriptures. I've seen a lot of beautiful scriptures. You know, brothers be in the spirit, so you know, we just go through the spirit. But at the end of the day, beautiful scriptures for every one of y'all. The water for turning in and bringing out the word. You know, as always, each one of your brothers' precepts is valuable on these comment boards because if somebody else is watching, you know, they're taking in our scriptures and taking in your scriptures at the same time. You know, but the water for the scriptures and everything like that. So with that being said, we're gonna say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Haloyim, Yahweh, Hashem, Hashem, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. The Akim and the Aquat that was listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that the lesson was edifying. And to the next one, Shalom. Keep fighting faith and keep doing your thing, man, in this truth, man. I see each and one of you brothers, you know, constantly giving diligence, and that's all we need, man. Edify one another and comfort one another with these words. All right. With that being said, Shalom.
Shalom. DTL Baba Ball.
Soon. Baba Ball. Very soon.